I was asked a couple of weeks ago by a commenter to make a video on Femdom addiction. So I thought I would reply. You're listening to the Mistress Code. I'm RacyWilde. Now, I'm presuming they mean Femdom porn addiction, meaning the stuff that you watch online. I think it's very rare that somebody becomes addicted in real life to real life Femdom, though I will address that too. But essentially, everything that you see online within a porn context is not Femdom. Philosophically, it's not Femdom. Ethically, it is not Femdom. And logically, it is not Femdom. And the reason is because the women that you see online, firstly, are classified as dominatrixes, not Femdoms. A dominatrix dominates without necessarily having a true power dynamic with the person that they're interacting with. It's scene, it's role play. Femdoms, female domination, means that the dominant woman is in a power dynamic with the person that they're dominating. And within a power dynamic comes a lot of responsibility, emotional responsibility, physical responsibility, ethical responsibility. So the very fact that you see a lot of dominatrixes in porn performing femdom acts, it doesn't make them real femdom at all. They're just role playing. So when you realize that they're just putting on a show, that it's not real, that they're not really dominating at all, that it's a performance to entertain, to titillate, it can reduce the effect on you when you realize and use this rationality. The second thing to make you realize that everything online is not really female domination at all is that most of the women that you see, they're just actors. They're just performers. In fact, most of them have probably been hired by men, or they're being directed, scripted, or filmed by men, edited by men, promoted by men on male-centric platforms. None of it has been a female decision. Femdom is about female-centric decisions, right? The dominatrix may have decided, yes, I want to be in that porn film, but everything that she does is scripted. It is not her decision at all. And you see at a lot of times where scenes cut from the submissive being on the ground, then all of a sudden he's rigged and suspended. Yeah, that's not her doing it. That's the dudes coming in during the cut, rigging him up. Then they leave and then they roll the tape again and boom, the femdom has put him in this rigged system. No. It's all these dudes coming in and making it happen. So when you realize that porndom is women being scripted, directed, and edited by men, you know that it's not real femdom. Number 3 is that when you do see a femdom who has a real profile in everyday life, but she is also doing porn or OnlyFans, you can guarantee that most of the time she has a male manager. It is usually her boyfriend. So they have created this business together to make money. It is very, very rare that a femdom is doing it on her own, with her own decisions, making all the content on her own without any male decision making or input. Because when men are making the decisions, it is not femdom. I'm also presuming that the reason why somebody has asked me this question is to help themselves break their addiction And really, it's about understanding what you're seeing. Because when you understand what you are seeing, it will help you have a bad taste in your mouth, which will repel you and help reduce your addiction. So the 3 points that I mentioned is realizing that you're not watching a real femdom at all. It's all scripted. It's a dominatrix just performing acts, role playing. So she's not even really dominating at all. One of the things you need to realize is that most femdoms do not have sex with their submissives. The reason is because it breaks the power dynamic. Men in their minds think that the one who penetrates is the one who is dominating. And this is one of the reasons why pegging is so powerful to dismantle a man's ego. So it is particularly used on heterosexual men. But as soon as a man penetrates a woman, something in his psyche makes him think that the woman isn't being dominating. So a tactic that a lot of femdom use is to never be sexually penetrated by their submissive. When you see sexual penetration on a porn film, automatically that dominatrix is not a dominatrix anymore. She has crossed over into being an escort and a porn star. So her position has changed simply because she's being paid for it, which is the legal definition for an escort or a prostitute. And the second thing that will help you unpick your addiction to femdom porn is remembering that what you're watching is essentially a man using a woman to manipulate you, to get money out of you. This man knows how to sexually addict you. So he is using his understanding of men to actually trap you into an addiction. It is not the woman. Women do not dominate as what you see on porn. What you see on porn is male-centric female domination. And this is what a dominatrix is. She is male-centric. She does everything for a man, not for her own personal desires. Her role is to fulfill male fantasy. So men are using women to make you addicted because they know what sexual buttons to press on you to make you want more, to make you desire more, because they want money out of you. So when you realize every time you watch femdom porn, remember it is a man behind the curtain who is manipulating you sexually for your money. Remembering that each time should cure you from your addiction. So the second part is if somebody is addicted to real life femdom, like in the clubs, this is a different story because it is female-centric femdom. It's female-centric power, their own decisions, their own ideas. When you feel like you're addicted to real life femdom, it means that you are self-centric, meaning that it's become a fetish for you. Now, fetishism isn't submission. When you fetishize something, it means that you become sexually attracted to an object, like a foot. You become sexually attracted to a system, like begging, or you become sexually attracted to an image. For example, a picture, the image of a dominatrix, latex. So that means you're not a submissive, you're a fetishist. And some people actually become submissive fetishists as well, meaning that their fetish is the act of submission. Now, these are all very self-centric. It's all about the man. It's all about what he wants, what he desires, what he's attracted to. And it has nothing to do with dynamics. So when you wrap your head around the logic of this, realizing that you're not actually addicted to female domination, you're addicted to your own feelings of submission, you can begin to unpick that so you can balance yourself out and come back to normal. So rather than submitting to every female dominant woman that you see out there just because of the image that she portrays, you will be able to choose the dominant women you want to submit to. That's what you want to be able to do. A lot of submission is about self-control. So practice unpicking your fetish ideas, your fetish emotions, because you've created them. Unpick them. So when your perfect female dominant comes along, you will be able to identify her. Rather than submitting to every dominant woman, you will choose the one who is perfect for you to submit to. And that's what dominant women value most. They don't want a man who will submit to any dominant woman. They want a man who will only want to submit to her.